and welcome to episode 56 of the Bakewell Diaries. Today I'm going to be making a recipe which uses up all your scraps of bread. So have you ever had scraps of bread left that are perhaps a day out of date, they've got a bit hard and you normally throw them away? Well, don't. If you get any scraps of bread, 1 or 2 slices, just pop them in the freezer, and then when you get a stash of them, we're going to actually make some bread pudding today. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's a good way of using up all your old bread, and it really is tasty as well. So I'm going to get everything ready and I'll see you in a minute. So we've got 500 grams of sliced bread. Now this is just scraps of bread, as I say, that have gone a bit stale, sort of a day out of date, and I've just popped them all in the freezer, and then when you get a big stash of them you can make this. So 500 grams of that. You've then got 1 pound and 2 ounces of sultanas or mixed fruit if you want to use that. I don't like mixed peel, so I just use sultanas. That's about 510 grams. And then to that you add 3 teaspoons of dried mixed spice. You can be quite generous with that because that's what gives it a flavour. And then half a teaspoon of dried nutmeg. And 5 ounces of brown sugar. So that goes in as well. And then we've got 600 millilitres of milk, just normal whole milk. And you pour that all over your bread. Now the easiest way to do this is by getting your hands in. So you need to stick a pair of gloves on. And then literally all you do is you squeeze the bread into the milk. So squeeze all the milk through the bread so that it all gets coated. Mix all those spices in, and you don't want any big lumps of bread left, so you've got to break them all up. If you get the odd little bit of bread, that's fine, but the majority of it needs to be all broken up so that it can be soaked into the milk. It smells lovely, all those spices as well. So give it a good squeeze. There you can see it's all soaked into the milk, soaked into the bread now. So then we leave that as it is for 15 minutes to soak through, and then come back in 15 minutes and I'll show you the next stage. Okay, so this has had 15 minutes. So we're going to crack 2 eggs into our mixture. No need to beat them. And I'm just going to pop one of the gloves on, and literally with your hands just mix in the egg until it's all combined. And then the final ingredient is 100 grams of melted butter, and you just pour that in as well, and then just gradually mix that in. It looks quite wet, but it will dry out. It needs to be quite puddingy anyway, so it needs to be a wet mixture. There we go. Now I've got an 8 by 8 square tin, a deep tin, which is 20 centimetres. And you just literally pour all that into your tin. Like that. Just flatten it all out. Take my glove off. And then literally on the top, I just sprinkle a bit of caster sugar, or you can put demerara sugar if you want. I like caster sugar on mine. And then that goes into 180 degree oven, which is gas mark 4, for 1.5 hours. If it comes out after 1.5 hours, it still looks a little bit wet on the top, then give it another 10 or 15 minutes. Depends on your oven. But 1.5 hours on gas mark 4, 180 degrees. So come back when it's done and I'll show you the finished product. It's cooked, and I just want to show you a close-up. Now look at that. It's like a fruit cake, but it's better. It's really nice. It's moist, it's juicy, it's really, really tasty. And if you have it warm, you can have it warm with some custard or some ice cream, or a bit of cream if you want to, or literally when it's cold, just have it as a snack. It really is tasty, really substantial, and it's a really nice treat. So enjoy your bread pudding. Thank you to all of you who've subscribed and liked and shared. I really do enjoy getting your comments. So if you've got any cooking tips that you want or anything you want to ask, please do. I'll be happy to answer them. But in the meantime, enjoy your bread pudding, and I'll see you again next week. Take care for now. Bye bye.